Okay, so for example 9.2, we're told that we have a situation with an exercise bike, a stationary exercise bike, and we're given that it has an angular velocity of 4 radians per second at the time, initially 0 seconds, right? I wrote this down here, and the angular acceleration is 2 radians per second squared, right? Now it's asking us to find, it's asking us a what angle does this spoke with the positive x-axis at time equals 3 seconds. So they're asking us for an angle at the time of 3 seconds, right? So how can we find this angle at this certain time, right? So we know that to find the angle, we know that the angle is equal to the initial angle plus the initial angular velocity times the time plus half of the angular acceleration times the time squared, right? So we have the initial angle, which is 0, plus the angular velocity, which is 4, times the second that we want to find, which is at 3 seconds, right? And and then we have half of the angular acceleration, which is 2, and the time, which is again 3 seconds, right? And this is supposed to be squared, so sorry about that. This here is supposed to be squared, right? And let me just erase this part. Okay, and then you do all that and you should get 21 radians, and that is the angle that we're looking at 3 seconds, 21 radians, right? Okay, and then it's asking us for at what is the wheel's angular velocity at 3 seconds, right? So to find that, we know that the angular velocity is the initial angular velocity plus the angular acceleration times the time that we're looking at, which is going to be 3, I believe. Yeah, 3. And so we have the initial angular velocity, which is 4, and then we have the angular acceleration, which is 2 radians per second, times the time, which is 3. And then you do all that, you calculate it, and you get 10 radians per second. That's the angular velocity.